Oh yeah, we're on.
Introducing Her Majesty, the Queen, Your Highness, Her Excellency, the Queen of Receipts, the Lady, a woman, a person to be respected. One and only. Key Dead Man. I don't think you heard me. Key Dead Man. Live.
Hello, darlings. Much love, hugs, and kisses. I got to remember how to do this, okay? So, y'all give me a sec. I don't know why it's not showing my Avi. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Well, do you all really need my Avi? Do you? Let me put this up real quick. All right. Okay. Now, I don't know why you're getting a black screen. So what I'm going to do, because I'm like lost at the moment. This was like a rush. Or what I put up. Much love, hugs, and kisses to everyone in the room. Don't forget to push that up like button, hit that notification bell. Make sure it's in the double parentheses. Because y'all know I'm a potluck over here. You never know what you're going to get, okay? I guess this one will do. Okay. You never know what you're going to get over here. You never and look, the number is 444. That's an angel number right there. Right? Which I think is kind of apropos for what I've come to speak on. Is my sound good? Because I didn't check it. Is my sound good? Y'all let me know. Can you hear me? Or do I need to check? Let me check. Y'all let me know. Can you hear me? Okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Blue Rain. Okay. Much love, hugs, and kisses to everyone in the room. This was not the I guess the live I wanted to start coming back with, to get back in the swing of things. Um, but I promised that I would never speak on this subject again. But many of us know that Pops Marquez passed away, and it left me feeling some type of way. Okay, and my condolences, my sympathy. Um, I've lost all three of my dads: my birth father, my adoptive father, my stepfather. They went one behind the other. Okay, it seemed like just when I reconciled with one passing, the next one passed. I reconciled with him passing, the second one, and then finally the third one passed. So I've been grateful to have three dads in my life who looked out for me. hmm And so, you know, I don't know why sometimes YouTube puts videos that you're really not interested in. When you say you don't want to respond or talk about a certain subject or a certain person, they just like it's like the Matrix knows and they make sure you see something that maybe you wouldn't have seen, okay? Or maybe you would have seen it later. I'm going to take my time with this because, like I said, it's been a minute and I have time, okay? I have time today, just a little bit. I feel for Velvet. I feel for the entire Marquez family. I feel for anyone who took the time not to be jealous, envious, hateful, spiteful, lascivious, a liar, manipulative, a scammer, who actually had an interest in the story that was Pop Marquez's relationship with Velvet, sans Nature Boy. Now, you all don't hear me talk about Nature Boy much because the series I did on him was very stressful. And when I did on Carbonation, it was stressful. It was time consuming. Um, I think it's got almost 400 episodes. So you can imagine just, how it went, So I let it go. And I never did any commentary. None whatsoever. I let the commentary happen in the comments. That's what I let it happen. Now, I know you're asking yourself, well, Key, why are you bringing this up now? Why are you talking about it now? Because I don't understand how, well, I do understand. You know, some people have some nerve to try and give some advice when they've been nothing but negative. They've had nothing good to say. It's been said that it's better to keep your mouth closed and thoughtful than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. If you have never lost a parent, you can't comprehend that pain. If you have never lost a child, you cannot comprehend that pain. How dare you presume to be motivational when everything for the past 3 years about that relationship has been negative out of your mouth because you didn't get the recognition that you thought you deserved? Not that the higher being thought you deserved. Not what the powers that be deserved, thought you deserved. You got what they thought you deserved. And you still have it. And you always will because you don't know how to humble yourself. I was astounded that this person thought that, Velvet would even like, and then he had the nerve to say, I'm gonna bend down to you. How dare you? Has Velvet fucked up in her life? Yeah. And most of us? Yeah. One thing I know, one father, the first one who passed away, I had a decent relationship with. He saw my engagement ring, all of that. Right, they should have kept quiet. And I'm looking at the chat, but I'm really not looking at the chat. Okay, I need to get this off my chest, y'all. Okay, and while my thoughts are together. Now I lost my place. What did I say? Oh, I was talking about the first day. My dad, he got to see my engagement ring. He was all excited about giving me away for my wedding and all of that, and coming over here. And, he was excited about the man that I was marrying. Dropped dead a week later at work. Out of the blue. Dropped dead out of the blue. My wedding day, no daddy to give me away. No daddy. My mother gave me away, but no daddy. Now, was I happy on my wedding day? Yeah, I was. Because he knew my husband. And evidently, the conversation they had, he was comfortable enough to let me go to my husband. So I'm kind of equating that expectation of a new beginning being shared with a dad, like a pregnancy, a new baby, a new life. Because he wasn't there for the first one, remember? He had to fight to be there for the first one. He had to fight. Pops missed the birth. He had to watch it. He was estranged from Velvet. Meanwhile, Motor Mouth is running her mouth every way, which way but the right way. Condescending, like was said in the chat. Lying all over the place. a consummate victim and know it all, a manipulator, an oracle, prophetess, all at the same time, and liar. Let me say that again. Liar. Let me say that again. Liar. Okay? Wouldn't know the truth if it smacked her in the face. My birth father, I had an estranged relationship with. Is you feel some type of way when, now, don't get me wrong, my mother is my birth mother, okay? She married my adopted father, and they decided that we should all have the same last name. So he adopted me, so I would have the same last name, and took on the legal responsibilities of my birth father. And that left me feeling some type of way towards my birth father. There's no lie there. There's no lie. And I fought with that until the day he passed away and joined the ancestors. I dealt with that because there are some questions that will never be answered. Even though you asked or you didn't ask, some things you just won't know. You regret the time that was lost over stupid shit. The one thing I didn't have was a loud mouth, basset hound, trying to give me advice publicly or how to handle my pain and reconcile with what I gave up and what I lost. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Beep sis, but the audacity to sit there and try to motivate someone that you've been jealous of, envious of for 3 years, and talk shit about for 3 years, that you beat down into the ground, and now you want to come out like some saint, but you can't even say the words, I apologize to anyone. How dare you? That man loved loved his children, and he loved Velvet. Was he the perfect dad? Of course not. No one is the perfect dad. No one is the perfect mother. No one is the perfect child. But you cannot tell a grown person what to do. Velvet was grown. All of those people there are grown. 18 is grown. You can vote and you can die for your country at 18. All that rigmarole about, oh, the FBI, that the families had done this, they did this. Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear that shit anymore. It's a done deal. And then you turn your back and you talk about people who you made money off of and built your platform off of, like the T. But you're a know it all. You know it all. You know nothing. You're an outsider looking in for a reason. You think everybody wants you to accept them when it's the opposite. You want to be accepted by everyone. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck who accepts me and doesn't accept me. Your opinion of me is none of my business. And the first person who says I don't care actually cares. Especially when you go on hour-long rants. Hours. And don't make one red cent. Not one red cent. Not just on one platform, two platforms. Trying to give business advice and you ain't sold not one item. Trying to give real estate advice, but you don't know that when you buy the land, you should also own the dwelling. What's the point in renting and owning the land? That makes no goddamn sense. You should own the dwelling too. Much love, hugs, and kisses to all that are in the room. Sorry, I'm not doing name by names today. I'm in my bag today. Okay? I'm in my bag today. This is not a joking matter. A family is in pain. You're jealous of a person who is young enough to be your child. You're envious of an infant. You said some rude and crude, illegal things about that infant and their parents. Now, is one of them a snake in the grass? Oh, most definitely. But no, unless you get married and have children, you're not really picking the right one anyway. If you don't marry the man. And sometimes it can still not be the right one. It happens that way. Especially when you're in the situation you are in. Right? You got to cease and desist to shut the fuck up, didn't you? That's for a reason. Because you made some statements about still being in a polygamous relationship because you got a child with that man. He don't want no parts of you. They don't want no parts of you. You are not a victim. You victimize. There's a difference. And look that word up because I'm sure you don't know what it means. Google search that. Leave them alone. Just shut the fuck up. Leave them alone. Every video, everything comes back to Nature Boy. Nature Boy couldn't get two flying fucks about you. And he fucks anything with a hole. But he won't fuck you. That says a lot. And for that, you degraded a woman for 3 years. Because maybe she didn't make choices that you thought she should. But, you made choices that I would have never made. Okay? And yet we are the same age. You made a lot of choices I would never make. That's why that hex is eating you the fuck up. And you know what? Pops is now with the ancestors. And let me tell you something. You should listen to your videos before you upload them. Because let me tell you, the ancestors blocked it. It blocked your nonsense. For real. I would have never posted that video. Audio all fucked up. Once you started trying to really act like you was some type of authority on what it is to lose a parent and grief and how to pick yourself the fuck up. I'm still shedding tears. It's 11 years later, and I'm still shedding tears since the first one passed away. You got both your parents and a grandmother that was a slave. Darling, slavery ended in 1865, I do believe, or 66, or somewhere along in there is when Lincoln signed the proclamation. My grandmother was born in 21. And if we the same age and our mothers are around the same age, there was no way that your grandmother was a slave. Shut the fuck up. You don't know nothing about Black history. You don't know nothing about the struggle. I mean, where did you grow up? In the ghetto or in Germany? Huh? There's so many holes in this story. It's like a glory hole. You get fucked every time you open your goddamn mouth. Now, mind you, I haven't said your name. And if you answer, then you know I'm talking about you. For real. But I felt some type of way. And I know I promised you, mommy, I promised you, mommy, that I was done, that I was moving my brain in a different way, and that I didn't want to come back and discuss this. But my heart is broken. My heart is really broken. You sitting there accusing that woman of some man being her second baby's father. And was you there when they consummated? Was you there? You are such an idiot. Female women are pregnant for 10 months, not 9. They call it 9 because of when you get the positive test. But it turns out being just between 9 and 10 months usually. When you hit the 10-month mark, they fucking do an emergency cesarean. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm sorry. But this is something that really bothers me, and it touched me to the core of my being, because I couldn't believe that this bitch got up there and had the nerve to try to speak on this. For real. And when that announcement came out, she was in the middle of a rant, a jealous, envious, lying rant about them. And then they say, oh, I didn't make money. But you had 2 monetized channels. You made money, and you got idiots over there that was donating to you. Yes, indeed. The same day when the announcement was made, yes, talked terribly. This reminds me of when we were asked for a truce. Oh, can everybody do a truce so I can get this interview with Velvet? Fuck you. Fuck you. And fuck your mother for not swallowing you. Yeah, I said it. You sit there and you use your child as a shield. No one has said anything badly about your child. You use him as a shield because really he's the star, not you. Hmm. And it's such a shame. Veggie Just, I see what the fuck you be saying. I don't know if you a troll or what, but we had a cool relationship. We was liking each other's posts and talking on Instagram, and you'll notice that you've been kicked out from behind the velvet rope. Because if I weigh 700, 800 pounds, you weigh 1,500, okay? And I don't give a fuck. If you got something to say to me, just let me know, and I will strike up the panel, and we can have a discussion of what your real problem is with me. Okay, Veggie Jess? And that's for anyone. If you have a problem with what I have to say and my opinions on things, just let me know. If you in here right now, I drop the link if you have a problem with me. Or anything that I've said or done. Because one thing I don't do is take down my videos. Even though sometimes it might be a little bit better for my brand, that was a point in my life, and therefore it stands up because I'm the queen of receipts, so it stays up. And if you think what I put up is just all the receipts I have, oh no, dog. I have complete everything that goes back at least 5 or 6 years of different sections. Yeah, those are her enablers. And one need to keep her mouth shut because she's I got something for her. I got a whole show that's been set up for her for months. I'm not gonna say who she is, but she acts like this person, and I don't want nobody to steal my idea. That show is set up. I just gotta go live and do it. Yeah. hmm One of them. The other three, hmm. There's some nerve. Some nerve. Hmm. Now, if I were to give Velvet some sage advice from a woman that's 47 years old or young, depending on how you look at it would be weeping endureth but a night. Joy cometh in the morning. It hurts right now. I know it does. It hurts. And if social media helps you heal, so be it. If you want to get out there and tell the world and share your story about, time lost with loved ones, do it. Don't let some troll that should have taken a break 3 years ago and been saying they're going to take a break for 3 years tell you not to be on social media. Do what's best for you and yours, no matter what it may be. Just know that every step of the way that your Father, who has joined the ancestors, is there beside you. He's always been there beside you, even when you didn't think He was. Much love, hugs, and kisses, dog. Even when you thought He wasn't, even when you wanted to deny Him, He was still there. His prayers, His well wishes for you, because words do have power. They do. The tongue is a double edged sword. It has the power to give life, and it has the power to take it away. But see, I don't expect certain people to understand that because their spiritualism is nothing but a facade so that they can be accepted somewhere, although their mouth says we want them to accept us. No, you do all this as a show. There's nothing genuine about it at all. You should go kiss your mama and daddy feet because they still walk this earth. I don't want to. I know my mom's just calling me because she wants to go shopping, and I don't feel like leaving the house. I don't want to go shopping. You know how badly I wish I could hug my mother right now? Do you know, even if I got on the next flight and flew across the pond, I still cannot hug my own mother because of COVID. These are trying times, very trying times. We're going on 2 years of what is the new normal. And I think we need to understand that. Things won't be the way they were before COVID. This is the new normal. This is the new age plague. And eventually it will be downgraded to something like the flu. So I'm speaking for all of us. I'm speaking for all of us that have gone through this pain and know this pain. We sincerely, notice what I said, sincerely even those of us that's in my room, because we don't get down like that over here. I'm going to say it for everyone that is present in my room, except for the haters and the window lickers, because I know you're there. We sincerely send our condolences to the Marquezes, and especially to Velvet. Why especially to Velvet? Because she missed out on time, and she's with a youngin, and she's got to stay strong for her two children, no matter what, and no matter who the father is. That's none of my business. It's none of y'all's business, and it's most definitely none of the Basset Hounds' business. So take my advice and shut the fuck up. Go crawl in a glory hole somewhere. okay? Because you're fucked. I'll be so glad when orange is the new black for you. And it's coming. Oh, yes, it's coming. And you're shooketh. We all know. See, that was happening when you're spiteful. When you're spiteful, ungrateful, a know it all, no humility, not learned. And yes, that's a word. Learn it. That means educated. Yeah, I gave you that definition, so you didn't have to like look it up. Google, because you don't even have a dictionary. You don't even go to the Webster's or the Oxford Dictionary. You just let Google give you one definition. You don't even go in and look at the different definitions for the word. But what can you expect from someone who doesn't know whether they grew up in Germany or the United States? Well, maybe it's all a lie because you manipulate, you're a liar, and you incriminate yourself while trying to be a braggart. Thank you, because you cleared every last one by what? Running that glory hole that nobody wants to stick their dick in. The dildo don't even want to go in there. That thing looks scared. I'm just saying. But this is not a roast session. This is just how I feel at the moment. There's some other ones that I wanted to speak on, but I'm not going to muddy the waters with what's going on with them. That would be purely gossip. This is coming from my heart. So I should have set this up before, but I didn't. So while I'm looking for it, I'm praying to God that it doesn't lag because for some odd reason, StreamYards likes to lag on me. One second, y'all. If you would like, you can go to Auntie Miracles. Um, you can go to Auntie Miracles community wall or my community wall, and you will see the Cash App link if you would like to support the family or send a word of condolences via of Cash App. Um, if in lieu of a card or flowers or whatever. Um, if you would just like to reach out and say, I support you, uh, I want to send you a little bit of love, uh, or whatever, you can get that, through there. Let me see. I'm pulling this up as quickly as I can now. My dad, my daddy, was a Navy vet. So I'm going to play this really quickly for him. I didn't set it up, so I'm going to share my screen and y'all see me click on it and everything. I'm going to mute my mic and then I'll be back to share a few announcements in this. And this is not just an honor of my dad, but in honor of Pops, because he was law enforcement. So and all those laws. Because 9/11 just passed. It's for all of that. So let me mute up. And y'all pray that I cut myself off, that it doesn't lag. I don't know why I always get the leg. Why nobody else gets the leg? Can somebody tell me the secret of what I'm doing wrong? That I'm getting like the leg. I probably should have downloaded it first. And I got a serious lag. So I'm back, darlings. And again, that was in honor of all the fallen, especially with the 20-year anniversary of 9/11. Now, moving on. Uh, I'd like to thank y'all for stopping through, for hitting that thumbs up, for subscribing if this was your first time here, for showing me love. Thank you. Love is free. Thumbs up is free. If you like to support, there's the links. If you'd like to hit up the merch, I'm sure it'll be here when it posts and on the video. Or you can go to my About page, or there's postings on my community wall. I haven't come up with a discount code or the drops for September yet. Um, I just need to get that off my chest. I'll be back because y'all know Fortnite just started. Season 8 of Chapter 2 started yesterday. Whether or not I'll stream it, I don't know. I'm emotionally drained at the moment, a little bit. Um, so we'll see. Uh, the book has already been picked. Y'all pray that I can get the soundtrack to it together, and I'm sure you'll enjoy this book. Um, it was one of my favorites growing up. Yes, I'm going back like 30 years, some 30 odd years for this book. Um, Maybe a little bit more. So I hope you'll enjoy it. I'm not going to drop what it is. It's going to be a surprise. And also, if you'd like to be a Vigo host, hit me up either in the email, the business email, or you can hit me up on IG. But if you hit me up on IG, you had to leave me a comment under one of my videos to tell me that you hit me up at IG, because I totally don't go over there on the regular. I know I'm neglecting IG at the moment, but it is what it is. I can get you an audition within 48 hours on Bigo, but you can't come if you don't have any content. And those of you that I've already spoken to, don't worry, I got you. Um, but this is for anyone else that would like to be a host over there. You can make some real guap and start a business for yourself, and fill out your 1099 because you will be considered uh, an independent contractor. Okay? But you got to come with some content, not just drama. Okay? There was some content. Even if it is drama, at least let it be some celebrity dramas. You know? Bring some life, something new. Show them what we over here on YouTube can do. Okay? Um, if there's anything else, does anyone have any questions for me? Did I miss anything? If not, I know there's a slight delay, so I'll wait for a second. If there's no questions, it's okay, Grandma. You can go back and watch the replay. Trust me, it's worth it. Okay? But the subject of that person, I'm done with. They don't exist to me, and I hope to God uh, be, uh that uh, that YouTube never ever drops that on my homepage ever the fuck again. Okay, I'm not interested at all. I'm not subscribed. I don't want nothing to do with that stalker. Okay, that hex bitch is stuck in a 3-year loop for eternity in this life, past lives, and many lives to come. And now the ancestors include Pops, and I hope he whips your ass spiritually for what you did to his daughter. Remember, Words do have power. The tongue has the power to give life and to take it too. So, my darlings, let's depart with love, okay? We're going to depart with love. We're going to depart with prosperity, abundance, wealth, positivity, sincerity. Don't forget some sincerity. That's a good one. Sincerity. And most of all, humility. Much love, hugs, and kisses, darlings. Be well.
Yes, 1, 2, 2. 1, 2. Oh yeah, we're on. Introducing Her Majesty.